Okay, welcome back. And we have the final of the two launches, which I should have actually completed yesterday in the previous episode, but unfortunately I ran out of time, like I said. Alright, so on something else I've finally figured out for myself, from information from various sources on the internet, is the longitude of ascending node. It's completely, utterly irrelevant as to where your AP and PE are. Doesn't matter whether you're on the ascending arm or the descending arm. The longitude of ascending node is the point where your orbit crosses the equator from beneath the equator to above the equator. Wherever you cross there, that point is the longitude of ascending node. Okay, it's head to the launch pad for the final Earth Weather Satellite contract. That's the last of the two contracts that I took. Okay, let's head to the launch pad. Right, so that is the initial climb, and left with the Aegina. So we are at Postman inclination is 90.36871. What am I talking about? Longitude ascending is 93.1. I thought it was a bit strange. It's 93.1. You know, it's just in the last phase of that initial climb, well, the second stage, the second core stage. I manipulated it, just bring it around about 340, then brought it back to 358. Just helped to bring it around a little bit. So, okay, let's stage this. Okay, so you have 8 minutes and 34 seconds. 1448.4 m stroke s. So I'm going to stage this motor. Throttle is down. Right. I'll delay it. It will it'll probably take a. So that's 3 minutes and 5.1 seconds. It's about a quarter. So I'll go about a minute earlier. So I'll set it to 6 minutes 30 seconds. And we are out of contact again. I don't believe it. So I won't stage it for then. So I'll have to do it manually. Yeah, I need more comms coverage. Covering more longitudes. I'll still let this do the burn though. If I get back into contact, got another 7 minutes or so. Hopefully get another contact before then. But there's no guarantees. Alright, so we have contact. So I'm going to try again. Set it for 4 minutes. But I don't know if this works when we're out of contact. As far as I know from when past versions haven't actually worked. You still got to be in contact. It's not like you're loading this program into the core. It just doesn't work like that. But I'll live in hope. Okay, I'll give it about 30 seconds to get to the point. Doesn't matter if this initial burn isn't absolutely exact. You just tidy it up with the RCS. Okay. So that's that programmed in. As I said, previous version of the remote tech that I've used myself, you still have to be in contact for these to activate, even if you put them on delay. So we shall see. Hopefully we won't lose contact anyway, so we'll need to test that at all. Okay, so about 4 minutes, well, 3 minutes, about 3 minutes and 30 seconds before the burn begins. Okay, almost perfect. It's 13.8 meters per second shot. That's because obviously until you actually fire the engine, the node shows you incorrect information. And obviously you fire the engine just to test it. It's going to waste an ignition. Okay, let's get rid of that. Turn the motor off for obvious reasons. Don't want it braking. So at 5,200.9 kilometers. That's good enough. In fact, it's more than good enough. Let's clear some of these out. I've got. Yeah, I'm going to go out to the. Now, perhaps this is 1 hour 11 minutes away. Yeah, longitude of ascending node is 93 degrees. That's well inside the tolerance. I don't know what camera mode I've got in. Let's just take a look. Put into free mode. That's better. Right, so where's the I never actually put this particular light on the action group. Ah, so you can't actually open the doors once you're in orbit. So you'd have to use a cable. Have to on the crew, an astronaut would have to come up and do that. Interesting. Don't know why I closed that, because I need it. Right. So go into the map view, push the periapsis up to where we need it to be. And that should be it, because I'm well inside tolerance now. Okay, so post. Obviously, we need to tidy both orbits up, both orbital points up, periapsis and apoapsis. So I'll put it to 5,600 or so kilometers. As long as I don't move the apoapsis doing it. Which will become the periapsis once I get to that altitude, obviously. Okay, there we go, it's flipped. So I'll push to 5,600. Okay, only that. Need it to be on again. Oh yeah, thank you for reach the designated equatorial orbit around Earth within minimal deviation. So we've actually got a tick now. Why? Well, that's a bit weird. So it looks like it's only counting the apoapsis height. It's a lot more than 100 kilometers. But do it to the spirit of the contract, even if I get the tick. So we'll push the apoapsis up, well, the periapsis up to the apoapsis height and flip them. Okay. It's not actually telling me what the altitude is supposed to be, though, is it now? So I'll bet it's 5,629 by 5,544 from memory. So put them both at 5,600 or thereabouts. So 5,600, then I'll flip the periapsis and burn the apoapsis with the RCS and just push up to about 5,600 as well. Just so they're both like that in the middle. Right, let's set the... so we have... Oh, so I'm looking at the wrong place. So it's 44-second burn. Yeah, I don't believe a word of that. I'll go with it. 44 seconds like I did before. So I'll say 1 hour. What's it? Yeah, I'll go 7 minutes. 1 hour 7 minutes. Let's chase it on. Give it a few seconds. Should have done this first. 864.3 M/S. To activate the motor. So I'll give it a few seconds. Give it about 30 or so seconds. It's not too large for those RCS thrusters to actually get onto point. Larger craft would need longer time. So I'd sort of advise anyone doing this with remote tech to give it a little bit longer, depending on how large the craft is, how much momentum it's also got. 3, 2, 1. Okay, so we'll burn about there. So it's 1 hour 7 minutes. So it gives you about, hopefully it should sort of straddle a few seconds before the node and a few seconds after. Alright, so I shall carry on manually. Just push up to about 5,000. That should be at 5,600. So actually, the apparatus has actually come down slightly compared to where it should actually be. It's a bit strange. It should be 100 kilometres margin of error for altitude, but I've got the tick. Okay, so we need to go around to the periapsis, no, the apoapsis, sorry, which is 1 hour 50, nearly 2 hours away. So I need to wait until I get them to about, yep, so I need about 2 hours, and then I'll push the periapsis up to about the same height as the apoapsis. Right, a few seconds away. Final nudge with the RCS, and then The contract completed. Still at 93.1. That's fine. As far as longitude of ascending nodes concerned, but that's how you do it. Especially polar. Rather than wasting a ton of Delta V trying to modify it once you're actually up here. I go into periapsis is 322. Okay, a few seconds. Something I want to do. A little experiment as to how the throttle works. I noticed it wasn't coming on in Delta V, so I put meters per second. It carried on burning past the manoeuvre node in the previous episode. As in the first one of these satellites. So I'm going to try and time it in seconds. See if that works instead. Yeah, for some reason I noticed it wasn't counting down when it came to the actual meters per second. So let's try that. Yes, so timing does work, but meters per second don't. That's okay, that's fine. As long as I know these things. Yeah, so meters per second in M/S do not work with RCS. It doesn't measure meters per second. But you can put times in. That's good. So if you want to see if you've got an interplanetary probe, which I've got 2 now, I could use the RCS as thrusters as well, especially if these are the same fuel. So that way you could give yourself 10 seconds worth of ullage. Then in the middle of that you activate your motor. Once you know you're going to get, obviously you've got to do a few tests. See exactly how much Delta V you actually need from the thrusters to give you enough ullage to light the main stage. The actual main motor. That's fine. That's 90. Just low power. Get rid of that. No, not capital. Okay. Oh, so execute doesn't work. It's because you got on that. Nope. Interesting again. So it doesn't obey the execute command just because you're modifying your pitch. I'm pretty sure it used to. A little bit too far. Go to 30. That's okay. Right. RSS is off. Alright. Start a link up. Just do that? Yeah, we did. Yep, so it's all that's not ticked now is have part type repair panel. Oh, that's fine. Okay, let's log some data. No, so we've got to recover that 3.8 signs. So I'm starting to get that. So I'm starting to sort of lose the transmit function because well, not function, but I'm starting to lose signs, as in I'm not getting signs without recovery capsule. I don't know if any weather satellites actually have recovery capsules though. So I don't know of any. Well, that's finished. That's done. Take photograph. 0.4. Yeah, about 3 years. Yeah, it's got such low bandwidth. But then again, it could be taking pictures over a certain amount of days. I suppose that could be what it's trying to simulate. Nothing at all even for recovery on that. I've already recovered it. 2.7. Obviously, this is the Agena, so this isn't a WeatherSat. Alright, so that's that. Let's head back to Kodiak. Well, head back to Earth. Okay, so back at Kodiak, and that's 2 successful missions. Obviously, they won't complete because I need to force complete them, so that's fine. So they don't actually recognise their own parts for some reason. I don't understand. I understand about solar panels not being recognised by it because Copernicus, which you have to have with RSS, will the solar system actually uses it to rescale the system, add planets and modify it to make it more accurate to our own solar system. But it only modifies solar panels as far as I know. So I don't understand what's going on there, but it's not a problem. Just complete them as I do, to the spirit of the contract, and force complete them. Alright, so we have hydrogen fuel ability to store hydrogen on orbit, or in a tank I should say. So my next episode will be fuel cells. I want to test the fuel cells, so what I'll do is I'll build a mock-up of a service module, basically the same as the one directly behind the Gemini capsules. I'm going to test the fuel cells and also test how much boil off we have. That will be quite beneficial to find out exactly how much we need in order to go for X amount of days, so many days, so many hours, and how much liquid hydrogen, liquid oxygen we actually need to stop, to sort of compensate for any boil off that we actually do sort of experience. Alright, so that is the end of this episode. That's all I've got time for today again. I'm still working on the USI ISIU's config files, and also those nuclear propulsion units, and also the other ISIU atmospheric extractors and MPUs, materials processing units, which they're not actually part of USI, but they seem quite useful, so I'm modifying those as well. Alright, so once again, thank you for watching. As per usual, thank you very much for watching. And we have Google+, Twitter, Facebook. You find links on those those websites on the banner on the front page. Very much appreciate if you go on to those 3 websites and click a like and a follow as applicable. Alright, so as usual, comments, questions, put them in the comments section directly to the video in question. And subscribe for more content, including this playlist and other playlists I'm actually going through right now. Alright, so once again, thank you for watching. Take care. Bye bye.